Insidious, the Red Door acts as a scary culmination of the franchise's history and delivers plenty of terrifying sequences that leaves viewers unsettled from the start. The Red Door features plenty of grotesque specters and demons as well as nerve-shedding jump scares that will make viewers squirm in their seats. The Red Door easily could be considered one of the scariest horror films of the summer. So let's delve into all the moments that made our screen crawl and left us totally shaken. The MRI Machine. To better understand why his memory has been so foggy for the last few years, Josh seeks professional help by going to a doctor who can perform an MRI. At first, the appointment seems pretty routine, with the doctor telling Josh that the machine will provide a look at his brain to see if there are any issues. However, once Josh is in the scanning machine, the lights suddenly turn off and Josh becomes stuck in the machine. Initially, the creepy undead medical patient appears behind Josh's head and nearly touches him with his gruesome hand. Luckily, Josh is brought back to reality just in time and is told by the doctor that he was merely sleeping. The doctor might not have found anything wrong with Josh, but this scene is a horrifying sign of worse things to come, and Josh's scream of terror in the machine are completely convincing and warranted. The bedroom. Dalton isn't interested in attending a local frat party at first. His eccentric new roommate Chris pulls him to the party. Dalton comes face to face with this former frat member and he does not look like he died well. Just as he attempts to leave Nick's bedroom, Dalton tries to help someone he hears violently throwing up in the bathroom. However, he comes to see that it's the spirit of the boy who died in the frat house, who is covered in vomit and looks gross. Dalton's attempt to hide from the entity under Nick's bed only works for so long as it just leads to a suspenseful sequence that seems to the entity kneel closer to Dalton. The home. As per the doctor's orders, Josh attempts to strengthen his memory by playing a classic mental game where he is tasked with remembering where two of the same photo are in a grid. This time, the shambling entity is seen behind the window covered in photos, initially standing across the street but slowly making his way towards the home. Eventually though, the tension is broken when the figure crashes through the window and starts to chase and attack Josh throughout the house. Their fight makes its way to a bedroom where Josh thinks he can fight back, but he is ultimately overcome and thrown in a closet, which causes him to slip into the further briefly. Josh's memory game takes a very scary turn that makes this sequence one of the most tense of the film, leaving viewers on edge throughout. The Red Door. Dalton doesn't want to leave his father in the further. Josh tells him to run while he attempts to keep the titular door to the further shut for good. It's an emotional sacrifice by Josh that acts as a redemption for his failure as a father, but it nearly comes to nothing. Not even Josh can hold the lipstick-faced demon back, and it seems as if the events of Chapter 2 will repeat themselves. The demon's face peering out of the hole in the door is downright haunting, and there is a lot of suspense built into this moment of Josh doing everything he can to keep the further from breaking out. Dalton doesn't quit on his father though, and ends up helping him keep the door closed by painting over the drawing of the door. The gross black paint washing over the door adds some strong visuals horror to the otherwise victorious moment that the last look from the lipstick-faced demon is undeniably chilling. The finale of The Red Door certainly doesn't left off the gas in providing some horrifying moments and tense sequences as the Lamberts close the disturbing chapter in their life.